Lyric at Ridgegate by Shea Homes is finally in coming soon status. The models are complete. So today we are talking more about new construction homes in Denver. Hey everybody, it's Alyson Wahl with Live South Denver, your real estate strategist and realtor for the South Denver area. Lyric at Ridgegate has been a long time cooking. Now we are not quite there yet, but we are so close. They are almost ready. They have released their first collection and their rough base pricing. So let's dive in. Their first phase of development will start with their Tribute collection. This will include 7 floor plans, and these homes will range from 1,800 square feet up to about 3,200 square feet. The homes will all range in size from 3 to 5 bedrooms and 3 to 5 bathrooms. There are 3 more traditional style floor plans and then 4 what they're calling walk-up floor plans. The traditional style homes are what we're very used to, right? You pull up, you have a garage in the front, your house flows from there, it goes up, you may have a basement. The walk-up homes, the garage is actually part of your first floor. So you're parking there, you walk right in, you have your home, you also have some unfinished space, and then you have 2 living floors above that. So it really appears to be more of a 3-story home, and there is no basement. Anticipated base pricing is gonna start in the high 600s. Now, only one of these homes has more than 3 bedrooms included. So there's only one floor plan that has 4 bedrooms. Now they say they offer 3 to 5 rooms, which means you're gonna be paying a premium if you want more than 3 bedrooms in these homes. As with most builders, everything is an upgrade. A crazy unique thing in this community is they are offering ADUs, accessory dwelling units. In some places you'll hear them called casitas or mother-in-law suites. Now, getting an ADU retrofitted in Douglas County is like nearly impossible because an ADU means you actually have a separate entrance for the property. You've installed a kitchen in the property. I mean, it's a very hard thing to do. Now, the builders have been able to do this when they're calling them multi-gen properties. We'll see a lot of these with Lennar. And so we're seeing a little bit more of this coming into Douglas County, particularly with the new construction. What I think is really cool about this one is it's not designed the same way as some of these multi-gen homes that we've been seeing. The multi-gen homes are massive. They're 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 square feet. This is not. And the layout of these really are designed a lot more like an ADU. So the 2 floor plans right now out of the 7 that are offering this are 2 of the 4 walk-up floor plans. So that means that the ADU is on the lower level along with the garage, so it's really not at all in your main living space. So as an owner, you would park your car, walk in, go upstairs, and all of your living space would be above. And there is an exterior door for the person who has access to the ADU. We'll presume a renter because that would be great for you to bring in the extra income. They do not need to park in your garage to gain access. They can park on the driveway, park elsewhere, so you maintain full private possession of your home. It's just a little tiny suite, not a bedroom, just a 1-room unit that has everything they need. Washer, dryer, kitchen, bath, closet, and their access in and out. So as I mentioned, this is available on 2 of the 7 floor plans right now. No word on if they'll expand that, but when you're looking on there and playing around with all the options, it's not available on any of the others at this time. Now, if I were a guessing person, knowing what I know about what it costs to build with builders and knowing that there is an incredible added value for having this, I'm gonna guess it's gonna cost around $25,000 to $30,000 depending on the size, which model you go with to build this option out. I mean, they are installing plumbing in multiple locations, cabinetry, all sorts of things. So it's not gonna be the cheapest option, but you will be offsetting it with added value down the road. Another thing I'm really liking about this is there are some new and fresh first-time buyer programs in the Colorado and Denver market. And first-time buyer does not mean you've never bought a home. It's just you haven't been on title on a property for at least 3 years. And the income limits on those can be pretty generous, well into the 6 figures. So if we're taking the opportunity to buy a new construction property, be in a walkable area, we're going to talk more about that in a minute, and have rental income coming in and leverage first-time buyer programs, I think this is something really exciting to be looking at. There are going to be around 350 lots available in this phase 1. I'm not sure if they're going to be adding in another collection on here or not. All the lots are of similar size. There's not a lot of diversity in the size and shape of these lots, so they may just be sticking with this first Tribute collection. We'll see. Shea usually breaks out more than one collection at a time to sell, but with all the lots looking so similar, I'm not sure if they're going to open up a different area of the community, different shape of lot, and then give us a different type of home product over there. We'll have to wait and see on that. Okay, so more about Lyric itself. It is adjacent to Lone Tree's large regional park. It is not yet under development, but all the plans are in place. It is an 80-acre regional park with beautiful design coming our way. There will be a creek access point, a lawn for those larger community events and concerts, and of course multiple play areas for kids to get out and interact, and kids at heart as well, sports fields and all of those great things. By the time the first few dozen homes go up by Shea over in Lyric, we're expecting to also see hints of our first retail center getting built over here too. So Ridgegate's goal is to be a walkable community. They've done this very well over on the west side of 25, and they're bringing that over to the east side of I-25 too. So there's going to be a King Soopers and all the retail that goes along with that. Coffee shops, yoga centers, places to just get convenient errands run. I'm sure we'll see a bank over there, hopefully a gas station somewhere in this vicinity. I know they're not the prettiest things, but we don't have one terribly nearby. And then they're going to be building 4 neighborhoods over the next several decades here. So we need lots of good, convenient infrastructure. All of this sounds pretty dreamy, right? So are there any downsides to buying a property over in Lyric? Actually, I would say there are a few to consider. First up, this area is under the flight path for the Centennial Airport. If you've seen any of my other videos, you hear me talk about how this can be noisy, it can be a bit of an annoyance. This particular area that they're starting with first is not as directly under the flight path as parts that are going to be moving east when they head that direction. But still, it is loud because Centennial's very close, so the planes are getting low. And their engines, especially these higher priced, fancier jets, they're noisy. Next, this community with its high walkability is close to light rail, it's close to I-25, and it's situated along a nice east-west thoroughfare over to I-25 coming out of Parker that is pretty well trafficked. So all of that combined is gonna leave a pretty solid white noise hum when you're outside using deck space, balconies, backyards. I'm not saying it's gonna be loud and like you're on a main road, but it's not going to get you that deep, quiet, removed from everything sense that you might get in another location. And last, there are high tension power lines that run around the community. So this area does run up against a stretch of 100+ mile line of high tension power line that runs all the way over toward Highlands Ranch. They're not right in your face. They actually run up a bluff that is at the back edge of the property. So they're out of the way. However, if you don't like power lines, you want nothing to do with them, you don't like seeing them, you don't want a property near them, then this may not be the spot for you. And we'll have to see as the neighborhoods and phases develop how close some of these get. So the lines do kind of weave through the community in a couple of spots. So it is going to be important that you're selective about where you build if you are anti-power lines. A recap of the pluses. 1, you get a Shea home. I have built with them. I think they're a fantastic builder. They're still privately held, and their general culture is to serve, say yes, and do what's right. Among builders here in the Denver area, they certainly fall among my top 3. You're in a community that's going to be highly walkable. That's very desirable, and it's going to serve well for resale value down the road. You have potential to have a home with an ADU. This is really incredibly unique, and the layout is different than these multi-gen homes. Those multi-gen homes that have become popular don't always sell well. Some are laid out better than others. This is very different. I think these are going to be a hit. And it's a new construction option in Lone Tree. Lone Tree is fantastic. So convenient, right on 25, next to Schwab, next to the hospital, convenient for going north or south. And the price point right now, under $1.5 million. We have not seen new construction below that price point in here for a long time. So this is fantastic. If you want to get on the info list with them, sooner's always better than later. So I'll put that link in the description box down below. And you know my advice, always have your agent with you when you start talking to a builder, and do that from the start. I can't wait to chat with you. If you have questions about moving to Denver, what it looks like to build, want to hear more about this community, please reach out. I will see y'all next week.